Mongeau, and if you already read the title of this video, yes, I am a little late in speaking about this topic, but I've been busy with school and I also been lazy, to be honest. So yeah, let's get on with this video. A couple of things I'm going to say before I actually start with this video. One, I'm not a fan of Matt Miller in the sense I don't really listen to his music. Two, I'm a huge fan of Ariana Grande, but I'm gonna try to be biased with this situation. And three, I don't like Tana Mongeau. I know that's not how you pronounce her last name, but you know what? It's fun to say Mongeau, so I'm just gonna continue calling her Tana Mongeau. So now you know my stance on those people. We can now actually start with this video. So Matt Miller died on September 7th of 2018 from a drug overdose. And even though I wasn't a fan of his music, it was still pretty shocking to hear that he died. Maybe it's because of how young he was. When he died, he was only 26. Or maybe it's because suddenly everybody is dying from an overdose, you know, losing the battle of addiction. Or I don't know, maybe it's because I knew him as Ariana's boyfriend and I got attached to the relationship and I liked them together and got upset when they broke up. But seeing how nice they were towards each other after the breakup, got over it, and all that. But like I said, it was pretty shocking. It was pretty out of nowhere, his death, and people are obviously upset because of that. But not only that, people are desperate to find someone to blame in this situation. They don't want to blame the drugs for his death. They want to blame, and they are blaming Ariana Grande for his death. When I saw that people were blaming Ariana Grande for Matt Miller's death, you can imagine as a fan, I was upset, I was angry that she was getting all this hate that she didn't deserve, because not only did she have to deal with a terrorist attack in Manchester last year, she had to deal with a priest getting groped, but now she has to deal with people blaming her for the death of her ex-boyfriend. I'm trying to stay calm. Trust me when I say that I'm trying to stay calm, because all I want to do is yell and punch at those people who are blaming Ariana and who actually believe that she is responsible for his actions and his death. But you know what? I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna scream. I'm not gonna curse. I'm just gonna try to make this video as calm as possible. So people are really out there saying that Ariana's a murderer. Ariana is responsible for Matt Miller's death. Ariana knew that he had this drug problem. She should have stayed with him. She should have never left him. She should have been more supportive and all that. And to that, I have to say a couple of things, and I'm gonna try to be as calm as possible, otherwise my head is gonna burst into flames. One, Matt Miller already had a drug problem way before he started dating Ariana Grande. He talked about it in multiple interviews. In one interview, he even said that he tried weed once, but made him paranoid. He stopped doing weed and started doing other stuff because he wanted to numb the pain. He even talked about trying to go sober and didn't work.
At one point, weed didn't relax me from everything. It made me more paranoid about all the shit happening, right? So like, I needed to get a drug that was a little more numbing, if you will, and less like in your head. So yeah, I think that's really what sparked me doing other drugs, is because I hate being sober. I wanted a drug to do.
Second, Ariana did what any girlfriend would do in that situation, which is support her boyfriend and help him get through his addiction. But at the end of the day, we don't really know what happened behind the scenes. We can't really judge what happened or didn't happen in their relationship. Mac Miller can't conform or deny anything that might have or might have not happened in their relationship. So I think it's best not to judge something that we don't really know about.
On Monday, Sean Powers opened up about the loss of his good friend Mac Miller on the podcast The Shane Show, and during the episode revealed what Mac's relationship with Ariana Grande was really like. He said, quote, "Ariana and him were together and they were very much in love, and I have to say she was incredible when he was first sobering up. She was an effing G to him. There could not have been anybody more supportive of him being sober than Ariana."
And third, and I can't believe how to explain this, 24th century. I can't believe how to explain this. You would think that this would be obvious, but apparently not. Us women are not therapists or rehab centers or damaged men. For some reason, society has this idea that if a guy has problems or is damaged and enters a relationship, the woman is obligated to fix him and support him. But if the woman decides to leave the guy who is damaged, she is a bitch and still is responsible for whatever the guy decides to do after the breakup, which it really does not make any sense. You would think that everyone, especially guys, have free will. They can make their own choices. They have a brain to comprehend what is right, what is wrong, and to think of the consequences of their actions. But apparently not. Apparently these guys don't know the consequences of their actions, don't know what they're doing, and need a woman to help him to do their choices for them. Now, this will sound harsh, especially towards Mac Miller fans, may he rest in peace. But Mac made the choice to do drugs way before he met Ariana Grande. He made the choice to do drugs after they broke up, and sadly, those actions and those decisions led him to his death. There's no one to blame here. Ariana is not guilty for his death, and she is not a bitch for leaving him. Now, with that, I am not saying that he deserved to die because of drugs. That is not what I was trying to say. What I mean is, Mac made a choice to do drugs, which led him to have an addiction, which then led him to have an illness and a codependency on drugs, which then led him, sadly, to his death. That's what I'm trying to say, and I'm saying things as carefully and calmly as possible because I don't want anyone to, take me out of context and misunderstand me. I hope you guys understood what I said.
I'd rather be the corny white rapper than the drugged out mess who can't even get out of his house. Overdosing is just not cool. There's no legendary romance. You don't go down in history because you overdosed. You just die.
Another thing that people don't seem to understand, that if you're dating someone that has a drug problem, but they don't do the effort to get help or to try to stay sober, it is okay to leave that person. It is absolutely okay. Like, if you feel like you tried everything to help that person and that person just doesn't seem to care, doesn't seem to want any help or want to get sober, it is okay to leave. That does not make you a bitch or a bastard for wanting to do that. Now, in regards with Tana Mongeau, I saw the tweets and the text messages that she posted on Twitter, and when I saw that, I was like, wait, is she saying that she and Mac dated before his death? And if she is, what makes her think this is the right time to announce that? Like, what? Everybody was confused because Tana is known for dating or insinuating that she's dating someone without really denying or conforming anything. Like, I'm still confused with the whole Bella Thorne situation. Like, are they dating? Are they not dating? Are they just friends with benefits? Like, what are they? But that is not the case. That's not what we're discussing here, okay? And as you can imagine, everybody was mad at Tana because of those tweets, because it seemed like she was using Matt Miller's death to gain attention for herself. And if that's the case, boy, did she chose the worst time to get attention for herself. Like, what the hell was she thinking? There's nothing wrong with showing appreciation for someone when they die, but you gotta choose your words carefully, and you gotta be careful with how you say those words, because otherwise you might end up like Tana. You know, if she wrote a simple R&P post, it would have been fine. But the things that she said with those tweets and how she said it just made everyone worse. In my opinion, I don't really think Tana was doing that to gain attention for herself. I think she was just, you know, trying to show everyone her love and appreciation towards Matt Miller. But again, the way that she decided to show her appreciation for him and the words that she chose to tweet kind of backfired on her, and yeah, definitely did not end well for her. So these were all my opinions about this situation. I don't mean any kind of disrespect towards Matt Miller. If you agree with my opinions, that's fine. If you don't, that's also fine. But please, if you disagree with me, don't leave a hate comment. Don't waste your time and energy on that. If you don't like this video, you can stop watching or click thumbs down if you want to, but don't waste your time and energy on a hate comment. It's not worth it, you know? Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Thumbs up if you liked the video. If you didn't, you can click thumbs down if you want to. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, or don't if you don't want to. All my social medias are linked down below if you want to follow me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.